Hello, people. What's happening? Alright, yeah, so I'm here, just chilling, doing my thing, and, yeah, episode 3, baby. Let's go. I'm back in Sarasota, back at my apartment, in my room, with my lovely lighting setting. Yay! And today, I'm gonna talk about. Well, firstly, I'll just make I'll say that I'm going to be making an animation, and it's going to be going along to a track that I made earlier in the week. My first track in general, basically. Yeah, first ever track. I don't know how to record or get the audio from my laptop directly to you guys, so I included a link to the song in my description of the stream. So go listen to that, and you'll have an idea of what I'm going to be making this animation for. It's basically just a looping track that I made in GarageBand in like 40 minutes. So yeah, basically that's it. And since I'm back at school, just did a week, I'm gonna try and touch upon a few things. But yeah, and I guess firstly, I'll let you guys in on this stuff. If you can see this, this is the banner that I started on episode 2, and it's almost done. I got to work on it last night or 2 nights ago, and it's getting there. It's pretty much done for web and mobile, but I still gotta finish it off for the TV version of YouTube. So yeah, and in addition to that, I kind of made this colorizing animation. I don't know how smooth it's gonna play for you guys, seeing that it's being streamed right now, but I'm gonna kind of take a square out of this, compile a GIF, and probably post it on Instagram, like when I'm all done. So yeah, just a sneak peek of that. But that's not what it's about today. What it's about today is trying to get this Maya shit going. So yeah, 5 people watching. I love y'all, especially my book. So first things first, I'm in here. I got my track. Dang, that's loud as fuck. Yeah, so firstly, I'll just make a camera. If you guys can't hear my shit, I'll just play some music for myself. For all you crazy kids out there, if you got any questions, let me know. And I'll check the chat every so often, and all that good stuff. Let's see, let's make a new camera. Zero my shit. Set the Y coordinate. And make sure my render settings are all good. That good old fashioned little framing thingamajig. Select your camera, set a keyframe, all that good shit. So this beat is kind of like, I don't know, it's like spacey, eerie, I guess, kind of weird, but I'm just imagining for it some like shifty eyeball man kind of like walking around and looking back and forth. So I'm gonna give that a shot. That'll be my starting point. And for this one, I think I'll try and use a directional light and toon shader type setup. Alright guys, Char in the chat asks, how am I so fresh? That's a good question. I'm really glad you asked, to be honest with you. How am I so fresh? I'd say that, I don't know. I honestly don't know. But I'm glad someone's recognizing the fresh nature of my character. Thanks, buddy. Long time viewer. Great to have you here. Honestly, it's great to have you. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a big proponent of just using whatever is at hand, and I'm infinitely grateful that I have a fucking MacBook, but a downside is that it's pretty slow when you're trying to record stuff or like stream stuff while you're doing other things. But guess what? That's okay. We live with it. So we got start of an eyeball. And stacking up. But yeah, so I'll give you a little insight from the front lines of the art school system that I've been experiencing throughout the last week. Being back third year at Ringling College, for anyone who's not aware, it's pretty interesting. It's basically a lot of the feelings that I've been having before I left for school, mostly being like the desire to just go off and do my own stuff, are kind of like, I'd say they're being like encouraged at school in a sense. It's like these guys, like I'm since I'm in the major of game art, I'm starting my senior thesis now, and these guys at school, they're like their system is like super bad, and like if you follow what they're saying, like you're gonna end up with just like some like doo doo. It seems like, or at least that's just how it seems from like where I'm sitting. So I'm out here like I gotta take this shit by the reins at this point. I gotta start, like figuring out what I'm doing because I guess this is a good segue into what I wanted to talk about a lot, which was grades. But like I personally have to figure out what I'm gonna do because these guys aren't gonna do it for me, basically. Like since I'm at school, like they want to pretend like they are gonna help you get to where you want to go, and that's what they do. They definitely help you like get where you want to go, but it's like if you think that like a teacher can like determine what you're gonna want to do in life, like that's kind of like asking a lot of a teacher, and they have like a class of like 15 students that are with you most of the time or like more. So like basically they don't really like have the time or like care to like decide your fate for you. And I don't think like they should like even try to do that because that's your job as an artist basically. It's just like fucking like once you leave school, like these guys aren't gonna fucking tell you what to do anymore. And I guess that's the idea behind like going to a studio where they'll tell you what to do, but I don't really want to do that. Like I think that's just like to I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's cool. But that's not what I'm looking for. So I'm basically trying to take this time to figure out what I'm going to do. And with that being said, it's just like you're at school and they want to make it seem like they know what's going on. So they'll try and like tell you what to do basically. But I'm like, you don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. So like, why are you trying to tell me what to do? That's basically like my big thing with school right now. It's just they want me to do my senior thesis, and and I know it's going to be really good, but they want to make sure that they have something to basically fall back on if it doesn't turn out well. So they're trying to like have us do a bunch of things, make what's called a visual target for most of our project. So if things go wrong, they can basically say, hey, look, you didn't meet the expectation you set for yourself, so we're going to give you this grade. And I just think that that's like super boring way to do artwork, to be completely honest. It's just like what I've been thinking about a lot lately has been like these grades and like why you get grades, and basically it's just like for the benefit of the school. They want to they want to have something to hold you to, some like standard or something like they need to continue to be a school, basically. So they have these grades to create a standard for themselves, I guess. I don't really know. It's hard to say. And I will say that for a long ass time, like, I have been really fixated on grades, and you know, you want to get good grades. You want your teachers' approval on what you're doing. But I just like thought to myself, especially like a lot over this break, just how these teachers don't know what I want to do, and they haven't done what I want to do. So it's kind of like, why would I kind of listen to you type deal? It's like I'm trying to pursue this thing, and I mean, in artwork, you're trying to be original. You're trying to stay true to yourself. So like, how would someone already be able to sit there and be like, no, I already know the way for you. This is what you have to do. And if you don't do it, I'm going to fail you, and you're never going to make it type deal. And that, on the back of like the nature of stuff I learn at school, is like, it's basically like future technology, I put it. Like, learning how to make video games and like use Unreal Engine, like, it feels like you're in the future, essentially. And you make things, and people, in my life at least, they look at it and they have no idea how it even gets done. And so like, for a teacher to come through and kind of say like, oh yeah, like, you're doing really bad, and this, that, and the other thing. It's like, but I mean, like, my skill set is so impressive, like, even like, regardless of the grade I have. I don't know if that really makes sense, but that is what I'm gonna go with for the time being. Other than that, okay, the way I justify what I just said is, you kind of, you go into a class, and I apologize for being so class-centric, but I do go to school, and it's what I know, so I'm going to stick with it for now. But you go into a class, and you work super hard, and you get whatever grade you get, and most people, they're like, all right, that's said and done, moving on, heading to the next thing. And maybe you get like a D, and it's like, oh, okay, I guess D's pretty bad. So like, I guess I'm pretty bad at all this. But in the grander scheme of things, like, for me, in my personal experience, I took a project from school, namely a project we did called the adventure game, that I dubbed Shandon, in an homage to my years as a caterer. So I named it Shandon, and I got a good grade on it, no doubt. But I put it out on itch.io, and you can go search for it on there and go play it if you want. And the point is that I put it out on there and have gotten, I think, like 40 something downloads, and like, no one's really commented on it. I don't know if anyone like likes it or anything, but the bottom line is just, you know, these people are out here playing my video game, like, and they don't care what grade I got. They don't see what grade I got, and they don't fucking care. They just play the games because they like them. type deal. So I my whole summary is kind of like, what is your target audience? Like, what do they think of your work? Like, why do I care what a like 30 to like 50 something year old like care? Like, why do I care what they think when the audience I'm trying to reach is people my age, or just people, not so much people my age, but people who actually play video games, let's say. That's pretty important to me. If people who actually engage in the medium care about what I'm doing. So, and I mean, there have been times on like Tumblr or something where, you know, you're working really hard and like trying for like years on end, and someone just like hits you with a message, and it's like, hey, your stuff like inspires them, or just like they just say your stuff's really good. Like that that shit makes me way more like happy, and like is way more of a payoff for me than like anything like some teacher really has to say about it. Um, if that makes sense, especially when like the teachers I have, a lot of the time, like they don't even like participate in the art form themselves anymore. Um, they don't consume the content, and they don't create the content. So it's like, I don't really give a fuck what you have to say about this type deal. So, um, granted, grades kind of keep you enrolled in school and keep scholarship money coming. So I wouldn't say don't care about grades entirely, but I know people out there who let grades bring them down. They'll let someone's opinion bring them down, and like it's just the foolish, like, yeah, you want everyone to like what you're doing, but I don't know. It's like, if you like making BDSM porn, like, do you care if your grandma likes it? Like, your grandma might not like it, but like, do you like it? Do the people you like it? Type deal. Like, I mean, honestly, if your grandma really likes you, like, she'll probably support your BDSM porn too. I'd hope, but no promises. Um, my grandma's pretty dope. Grandma Kitty, Grandpa Jim. Big shouts to you guys. Um, yeah, and a lot of people, like, when your teachers are old as fuck, like mine are, it's like they're not even in the fucking scene, guys. Like, they don't know like what is like popping. Like, they don't know like what people care about in their like people actually consume content is what I'm saying. Like our teachers, they don't fucking know. Like they made like a big major at this school is like computer animation. Like these dudes worked on Pocahontas and like in like the 70s. Like that's cool, but you gotta just be like, bruh, you're so old. You're a goddamn dinosaur. Like, just get out of my way and I'll do it. And I would say that the like grades are kind of like, what? Hello? What's up?
Hello.
Hi.
That's some ice cream.
Sure. Get some ice cream. What are you laughing about?
Me and Jay are both watching from the other rooms.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about BDSM?
BDSM? You know, gotta be open to anything.
I was telling them, if you like BDSM porn, but your grandma doesn't,
Mhm.
Does that mean like you shouldn't do it?
I mean, they grew up in a different era. That shit wasn't around.
It's true, not as much.
Maybe
But I'm
maybe
saying,
they'd be open to it.
yeah, I'm saying like these teachers, they think one way, but they're so goddamn old.
Yeah.
Like, they don't even know what Instagram is.
Yet they're teaching us all this stuff,
Yeah.
and they have no way of telling us like how to put it on, like anywhere, to how to share it.
I don't know. They don't care about it. They're just like, hey, you should make this portfolio and send it to a company
Yeah.
and hope that they like you.
Yeah.
But it's just like, why don't I just like make my own Instagram following and then like be in control of my life?
Do you think that when we're older, we'll be out of the loop with all that stuff too?
I hope not. I feel like these guys are just like bums.
I don't know. I agree.
They're like,
They don't accept technology, and they were like at the forefront of it.
you know, I don't know. I feel like I would hope that I wouldn't be like that.
Mm.
Keep up.
We can only hope.
It's true.
How's it going?
I think it's going well. Got the eyeball guy. Were you seeing that from where you were?
Mm-hmm.
The eyeball guy. Let's see. What's the deal here? Got 6 viewers. Yep.
Honestly. Hell yeah. Alex
Yeah.
knows.
Bub is on scene. Yep. So, yeah, we haven't gotten too far with this thing. But I hope the people feel less pressured by their grades. That's what I'm trying to get across.
Definitely.
Basically, if you have good grades, no one cares. That's the takeaway for me. Like when you go out on Instagram and like put a post up of like some animation you did in a class that got an A, they're like, "Oh, this is really boring," and then they don't follow you and they don't care because they're like, "Oh, that took you like a month to make. I need to see something like that every single day, or else I'm not gonna follow you." You know.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I mean, you could take that to Pixar, and then they'll basically make you like a slave laborer.
That's no fun.
Yeah, I'm not about it. So.
Not about the slave life.
Yeah.
Unless it's BDSM.
It's
That's
true.
the ultimate takeaway.
It's definitely true. So.
Alright.
Yeah, that's my take on the subject. No slaves, guys. It's MLK Day. So let's keep the slaves to a minimum. Right, bub?
Right.
Thanks for the insight.
Alright.
Thanks for ice cream.
Right, keep going.
Alright, we're back. That was my rant on grades. I feel like it wasn't as concise as it could have been, but, you know, fuck it. Along with, like, my feelings about grades, my other feelings lately kind of surround, like, fucking doing shit. It's like, you could take all this time to, like, plan out what you're gonna do and all this shit, but, like, lately, I just do stuff and then think about it later because it's like if I don't do it right this instant, it's never gonna happen. So I'm like, would I rather like sit on this and like spend a bunch of time thinking about it, or should I just do it and accept that it's not gonna be perfect? And for me, like doing it and accepting that it's not gonna be perfect has brought me like a lot of joy. Like I get to see all these like cool pieces that I wouldn't have like otherwise made because I'm just in the mindset of like anything I make is really just like gravy in this experience. and like, I know how to like figure draw and shit, so I don't really like give a shit. I'm pretty good at that. I could figure draw if someone really needed me to. So I'm like, I can. And what I'm trying to say is like I have some foundational skills that just makes me feel like less um, less scared about like experimenting, and I know that experimenting is gonna like do more for me than 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 just sitting there and like going to someone like, oh my god, how do I do this? Blah, 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 blah. Like that's case. That's very lame, you might say. So that's my feeling on that. If you want to do something, you should just fucking do it. I'm gonna try and make some movement right here. Blam. Move this baby over. Blam. Blam. Yeah, I'm not saying that experimenting and not giving a fuck is gonna get the best results. I don't think, but it's like you're kind of sitting there and it's like, oh hey, I experimented with this thing and got this result. And then your boy or your bud, whoever, is sitting there and it's like, hey, I've been spending the last year building up the courage to like get this one piece done. And you're like, oh, well, I've already, I already did that, basically. And it's just like, you don't have to be a dick about it, but it's like, if someone's sitting there and just like, oh yeah, like I took this course about drawing and like now I'm ready to start drawing. It's like, bruh, just sit down and draw. Like you don't need someone to tell you how to do these things. You just fucking do them. Like with animating and shit, people are like, oh yeah, like, are you kidding me? Like you can't animate that way. And I'm just like, well, I just finished making an animation that way. So I mean, it's kind of funny that you would say that. And then you're sitting over here with like no animations to your name. So it's kind of like, should I do it the proper way or should I just while out and do it however I want and actually get a result type deal? So yeah, if anyone tells you that you're not doing the right thing and aren't being like constructive about it and are trying to like actually make you like stop doing it, I would just not really associate with that person too much because that's annoying. You're trying to build yourself up as an artist, and I feel like those kind of people are like they're kind of just trying to find excuses to not do stuff. Basically, they're like, oh, I would love to animate, but I need to, go take a class first because blah 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 blah. But in the real world, it's like the person who just does it and like teaches themselves. Like I feel like they're just better off in the end. But that's just my opinion on it. And I'm sorry if this stream has been negative. I really, I really am. You got to put positive energy out into the world. I'm a strong proponent for that. And on that note, love my grandma, love my grandpa, love my mom and my dad, love my bub, love my roommate Jared. I know he's listening. I love him. Love all y'all. Yo, B-Don's here? Oh, damn. B-Don, aka 108 MMBB, the man who taught me how to use GarageBand in its entirety. Um, fucking, he's amazing too. Amazing artist, musical maniac, very, very good guy. And in response to A Charns, aka Char underscore, saying Nick, don't become a slave to what Instagram people think of you. I feel like Instagram is is a platform where you could definitely go for like what other people like are doing, but I'm also seeing that it's a pretty pure platform in that just you can just do you and build yourself up until like an audience comes. I don't know if I'm getting a false read on that, but basically I'm saying that in the pursuit of doing what you want to do, it's like fucking you don't want to be a slave to anyone but yourself. You just want to make yourself happy. So if you make something you like, you just fucking post it. And then you're just like, hey guys, this is what I like, you should like it too. I want to give this guy like a bounce. Like a bounce. Give him like a stripe on his hat. Hat stripe. Now he's got like a Gucci hat, but with blue. That looks pretty cool. Question: should I give this guy a nose? Thoughts? Thoughts from the people? I'll test it out real quick, just so we could all know what it might have looked like if this guy had a nose. Oh jeez, I'm already hating it. I don't know. Let's see. I gotta give this like a teardrop type of look. Or else it might just be a complete toss. What color would this be? God, it's disgusting. Yellow nose. What are the thoughts from the crowd? Looks too much like a Muppet. I like Muppets. I really do. I'm trying to emulate them lately. But, yeah, I don't know. Thinking it's better if it's just more abstract. like these eyes are here, and then like some other stuff will happen, like on the bottom or something, or like in the background. Just make some kind of like weird tube for this guy to live in. That'd be cool. Boom, boom, boom. Boy. That perspective is killer. Make you select things you don't want to select. Make you deselect things you don't want to select. Oh my god. Despicable. Absolutely despicable. But, you know what? To bring some positivity back, I just want to say, I'm okay. Love you, bro. That's all for that. I don't have much else to say. He's a real good guy. And did good stuff. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Tube. Talk. And this. So, for some reason, I can only make toon shaders up at the top. I don't know why. Oh my god. I mean, Jesus, I'm so silly. I need a Lambert. Straight Lambert for that one. Come on. It's ridiculous. I'm not trying to make this too in your face, but oh jeez, you're not gonna see that at all. Right, hold up. Hold up. I'm gonna make this ambient color. There you go. There you go. Basically, ambient color will make your color be there despite what the haters say, essentially. Well, that's kind of cool. I kind of want to make this tube in the background just like expand and contract over time. That's basically what I'm going to do, to be honest with you. This goes and I feel like that's like a type movement. And then it'll snap back when the eye snaps back, which is on 50. So it's like boing, wow, boom, boom, boom. Look at that. Wow, wow. Boom, boom, boom. Get this to be extra not affected by shadows. I'm gonna do some crazy stuff with it. Something real crazy. Always can never find where it is though. Ugh. Need it to not receive shadows. Ooh, mama. It's in render stats if anyone's wondering what the deal is with that. Make it not cast shadows either, so that this thing doesn't really get affected. I'll also bring these colors down a smidge. A little smidgen. Oh wow, those really got brought down. Big old smidge. Bring tube one up here. There you go. You gotta really lean into it to really see if these things are working the way you want. See, there you go. Boom. That's in the background. Not sure if I super duper like the color palette I have going, but it'd be really annoying to change it all. So maybe we'll change it in post. Who knows? Boom, 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 boom. Boing. Boing. Alright, so I'm gonna group all these. Put it in goddamn group. Put it in a goddamn group. Alright, I'm gonna just call it face. Right, alright. Perspective one. Perspective one. What's your issue? Why are you so slow? Alright. 4 things crash. Let's save my scene. That's pivotal. Just give it a name. Save. This guy down low. And by 40, come up. Come right back. Be like, oh heck yeah. Oh heck yeah, bud. Oh snap, I can just do that. Fire! So this guy will come up. Let's see. There we go. I think I'll have him come up a little earlier. What the hell? Why is that at 60? Yeah, it should have been at 40 from the jump, guys. What the freak? Interesting. Yeah, it's real dog doo-doo that you guys can't hear what I'm hearing. And I apologize, but once again, I'll link the track that I'm trying to sync this up to in the description if anyone wants to kind of listen along. But it has a big like doo doo type deal, so it's kind of like this guy's like sneaking into scene and then like whoosh, whips his eyes that way. Still gotta figure out what happens from there. But his eyes probably could use a better like graph, I guess. This is one of those areas where just doing random stuff. That this is the way I learned how to do this shit. I don't know. Am I crazy? I honestly don't know. But I just like futz with these graphs and like try and get good results. I don't know. That's all I really do. And I'm supposed to use bones, but or controls and stuff. I don't really do that. TBH. I know you guys are sitting there like, this guy's crazy. Why am I even listening to this guy? Trust me, I'm not. I'm a normal guy. I'm just like you guys. All y'all. I feel like, is this better without the hat? This might be better without the hat, to be honest with you. Yeah, I might keep the hat off, but I have the hat in there if I need it. So basically, this whole goddamn stream is just me making a pair of eyeballs. But you know what? That's okay. Don't worry about it. It's not you guys' fault. It's my fault. I'm just trying to have fun. Jeez. How's that play? Bing. Interesting. Very interesting. You know what? Maybe these things just look. That's pretty cool. Snappy. I feel like if this thing's gonna be then it should just be retracted almost all the way. Let me do that on the actual keyframe. Should be wow. That's pretty cool. And if that's gonna go all the way off the screen, kind of for this, stretch to infinity almost. Let's see if that's possible. Mad for V4. Just be meow, wow. You know what? I'm pretty goddamn silly. Just could have had this loop. So everyone's saying in here, Jeffrey Shea, on scene. Sorry I didn't catch you earlier, Jeff. But I see you now, don't worry. Boom. Boop, 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 boop. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, pew, pew, pew. Boom, 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 boom. Maybe. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. It'd be kind of cool. There's just some little dudes that came out from the side, just like just like type deal. I don't know what they'd be doing there, but I don't know. Just gonna go with it. I could spend a shit ton of time sitting here thinking about, why are these guys here? But I don't care. I'm just gonna put them in there because they came to mind, and I'm like, well, I'll probably look sick if I do it. So I'm just gonna do it. Bye. Hey, dig. Alright, so this guy, he's like, wow. Boom, 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 boom. I'll just make him upright first and foremost. Pay no mind to the fact that this looks like a little baby penis. Okay? Just get that out of your head right now. You're sick. I want these guys to have like some crazy glasses and look like they're from like the Illuminati or something. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, let's give that a shot. Alright. Almost at an hour with this thing. So I'll put the Illuminati guy out. I'll see what he's up to. And then probably just call a night from there. Because I do have a bub here on the line, kind of waiting. This guy on 0. Look at that. Oh, that's kill. Nothing. Don't crash. Save after that. Quick tip: after you dupe something, transformations are going to be non-existent / frozen. So I just set the pivot to the center of the grid and negate the scale. That's a little quick tip for you. Now this looks like it's his nose. This is not centered on the face. So like, hold up. Instead of doing it that way, I'm gonna do it this way. But these shadows are kind of like hard to get a good read on. So it's gonna be funny looking. I'd like to give this guy gold teeth somehow, if that's at all possible. This looks like a little trash can. Little R2D2 looking guy. But fuck it, I don't care. Boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna make some over the top gold looking. What the hell? Make a toon shader for it. Where is it? Odd. There it is. Never get reckless with your naming conventions, guys. Keep it. Gotta stay on top of it. It's tough. It's tough to just let it go to the wind and just be like, you know what, fuck it, I'm not naming these things correctly anymore. Don't do it. Don't let it happen to you. Okay? You're gonna be sitting there with 700 light angle shader 1s, or 2s, 3s, or 4s, and you're gonna be like, wow, I'm set. And then you're gonna walk away from it all. Don't do it. Don't walk away. But with like grades and shit, to go back to all that, I know it's a negative subject, but it's like when you do artwork when you're younger, it's like, when do you ever do it for like a grade? Like, even when I was in art classes, like, I didn't do artwork for grades. I feel like that's dumb as hell. Like, I would just do artwork on like pieces of note paper, like for myself, and then do drawings of my friends to make them laugh, and that's it. So like, why, when you get to school, do like the priority swap? I don't get it. That's just me though. Maybe you're always out there looking to get those good ass grades for your artwork for some reason. But I feel like that's kind of a weird ass way to do that, to be honest with you. I don't know, y'all. I tried to make this guy look like he has gold teeth. Probably not gonna read at all. It's kind of just looking. I don't know. I think the better way to go about it would be to give him like all normal teeth basically, and then do like 1, 2 like sections that are this gold material, so that people are like, look, it's like I have a gold tooth. It's a big baller. Like, oh hell yeah. But oh shusha. Oh shisha. Yeah, I don't know. That's not reading at all. It's like doo doo. Alright, go back. Back. I don't even want this guy to have a mouth anymore, I feel like. That's how upset I am with this. Good thing Maya lets you go back pretty far. Not far enough though. Aye. Well, if that ever happens to you, this is how you can set your shit back. Just take it, deselect, bridge much? Bridge much? Divisions? None, bro. Alright, bridge. Boom! We back. Yep. Not tough. Just gotta keep a cool head. You know. On the note of walking away from things, like back in the day, trying to learn like Photoshop, like digital painting, oh my god, so frustrating. And you'd walk away like every time you sat down and did it, you're just like, oh my god, I just suck. I guess I'm just terrible. But every now and again you just have like a breakthrough, and you're just like, oh my god, this is fucking sick. What I made is actually cool. And then I look back on it now, and I'm just like, oh my god, that was terrible. But in that time, you're just like, oh my god, this is sick. I'm like the coolest kid I know. So it's kind of the same with like 3D modeling. It's just like, just get frustrated and walk away. Or you can, I guess, but like I don't do that so much anymore because I'm just like, it's not that deep. Just working through it. I know that it would be easy to walk away, but like I don't want to. I want to learn. I want to work through it all. But it's kind of fun to look back on those times when you're like learning these programs that you use like all the time now, and how it's just like, oh my god, I fucking hate this program. I can't use it at all. And nowadays you're just like, oh shit, you want me to use Photoshop? Let me just flex on you real quick. Let me just do a goddamn doodle right now. That's gonna blow your freaking mind. How's that? You know, not saying that's how it goes for me, but it does sometimes. I won't lie to you. I feel like the small sunglasses are kind of like, so I'm gonna try and make them a little bigger. Yeah, it's a little better. A little better. Got like a smiley face and just like a submachine gun for some reason. I don't know. This is like paranoia sounds, in my opinion. So I'm like trying to channel that a little bit. This kind of like secret society of little bloboids. Boom, 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 boom. Like from this angle, it looks like if I just made this all white, it would look pretty cool. But I feel like it's just not turning out that way. This looks like you see on a big old smile. Yeah, look at that. White tune. Naming conventions, whatever. Yeah, I'm smart. I hope everyone was able to get a little jump start on the stream today. Put it up 3 hours early. Hoping that it's a little bit easier to get on than 2 minutes before. But hold up. 1.2. 0.2. That might be it. That might be it, guys. All right. Oh. want him to have his hands out, like boom, 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 that type of thing. If you get me, if you get what I'm saying with that one. I might just pop into Heart Desert. Let's see if I could do this. Just want to grab. See if I can. Don't tell anybody that I'm doing this. But that shit takes a minute to make. I just going into mental ray. What? And wait, what is this? Import. Come on. Gotta export. And swag. And where be? Whoa. Took the whole damn thing. Whoa. Wait a second. What in the world? What the hell? Alright, let's deal with this guy up here. Delete history. Oh man. The streaming thing makes stuff go slow-mo. Jesus. So I'm just like wobbling all around, being a real pain in the buns. Right, maybe it'll be better now. Right. So, don't want this old busted material on there. And I want to put my new skin on there. This guy's skin. So let's see if we can get that done real quick before I leave you guys. This guy's like, what of it? What? Huh? Me? Shit doesn't even look good. Poo-poo. Try putting skin on it. Yeah, after all that work, it's decent. Looks kind of freaking weird, but whatever. Might just change it with circles at some point. Nope. No promises. I don't know what to tell you. Just want to pop his thumb up. So just breaks up that, like diversifies the silhouette a tiny bit, at the very least. his fingers up. I don't think these fingernails are really necessary at this scale. And I don't know. If I make like 4 of these guys, you know, put something different in like all their hands, it'd be kind of interesting. So yeah, that's basically, that's kind of what I got for today. Just do this guy's arm over real quick. Get a little of this, just like that. Oops, never mind. Just like that. Whoa, bro! Yay! Yeah. So, don't really know what this guy's deal is, but he's out here, just like all of us, and I'd probably have him come in on these doo-doo-doo-doos. So just start him out pretty low out of the frame. Let's see here. Yeah, this guy's probably gonna be mid small, way smaller. If I want to be able to fit another one on the scene with him, so set that to 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. Yeah, it's pretty tiny, but I don't know, maybe like 4 of them will come up, I suppose. Die one. Yeah, so basically, like, I got all my homework done earlier. It's kind of sad that I still have homework, and I'm like the age that I am. I'm like 20 years old. It's really annoying. But anyhow, yeah, so now I did this, and I'm just like hanging with y'all, and I feel pretty good. So, thanks everybody for watching my show, keeping me in your heart, and, you know, supporting me. So, really appreciate it. It's not easy to, I don't know, I guess it's pretty fucking easy to do this, but it helps when people actually watch. It's a big motivator. So, thanks everybody. 44. When this guy pops up. Let's see that. And it's a little render action. Yeah, so I think it'll be pretty cool. Put some like shimmer, some like pew 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 type deal. It'll look sick. Trust me. Alright, so I'll finish that up for everybody at some point soon. And other than that, that was the stream. So again, thanks everybody. Um, Spirit, yeah, okay. Thanks everybody. Bye. I love y'all. Sorry for being so negative today. I hope somebody took some positive out of it, and I hope this was semi-interesting. Bye, everybody.